thank you so much for joining me. It's Emily Stewart, and I'm here to give you a pretty basic barre class. One of the things that I've noticed in all of my years of teaching barre is that dudes love barre. They do. The dudes love the barre class, but they never feel like they can actually take barre in a class format because they feel embarrassed about being the only guy in the room. Inevitably, there's like two guys in the room, one guy in the room, and it's someone's brother or someone's son or someone's partner, and it's rare that they actually feel empowered to walk into the room themselves. If you are a dude who just walks into pure barre like it's no big deal, we need more of you in the world. That's why I've created this class. So I'm gonna film the barre class here in my home studio. Tonight, when I go to teach in person in a gym, Kendall, my dude, is gonna come and take the exact same barre class watching my filmed video. We're also gonna mic him so that you can hear the true thoughts of a real man when he's really doing a ballet-inspired class. I can't wait to get started. So, DJ, push play on the music, and let's get going. For this barre class, you need a chair or something like your kitchen counter, and you also need a set of light hand weights. We'll start with a brief warm-up. Hands on the hips, draw circles with the hips, side to side and all around. Knees are soft, good. Circle in the opposite direction. Great. Move the feet back in a little bit toward each other, Pilates parallel position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean to the other side. One more time, each side. Hands come up. As you exhale, flat back, forward fold down. So nice, strong spine. From here, we go bend one knee twice, other knee twice. 1, 2, 1, 2. Lengthen the back of your neck so that your gaze is towards your knees. Hands might not be on the ground. They might be on your legs, or even you can grab those hand weights and put your hands on them. Here's 2 of these. Here's 1 of these. And now slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra, shoulders back and down. Hands to the temples, 2 to the side, 2 to the other side. It's an exhale, 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 exhale. Keep the hips mostly still here, and as you get warm, focus on bringing the rib cage further away from the hip. Final 2, and release. Elbows out to the sides, keep the hips square to the front. 2 pulses one direction, 2 pulses in the other. So the goal here is just to move through the middle back. Good. Pulse, pulse. Here's 4 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these. And now bend the knees, hands reach in front of the feet, and up, bend, and up, bend, and up. One more time here. And we start with the traditional barre warm-up in all of my barre classes. Knee, knee, knee. So this is where we practice keeping the head directly above the shoulders and the shoulders directly above the hips. So it should look like you're doing this up against a wall. And if you really want to test yourself, give it a try. The last goal of that is actually to keep as little curvature in the lower back as possible. Ready? Stack your hands. One hand is directly on top of the other. Shoulders slightly away from the ears. Point those toes like a ballerina. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands lift. I call this carrying the dry cleaning. Elbows aren't squeezing back. They're not squeezing forward. They're neutralized in the middle. Now open, close those hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands lift. Spin the pinkies inward. Push the thumbs out and back. Feel the shoulders slide away from the ears. Good. Next, we'll pull the elbows deep past our hips. Ready? Go. Good. Elbows squeeze back in space. Gaze is over the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now open the hands. Soften the elbows. I call this sound of music, which is very funny to Kendall and I because we're Americans in Austria. Austrian people don't really know or care about the movie Sound of Music. Am I right, Kendall? Yeah, I'm right. Okay, elbow to thigh. Squeeze, squeeze. Oh yeah. Squeeze, squeeze. It's like a standing crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it wide, heels turned in, toes out. Cross one hand in front of the hips, and then the other hand past the hips. I call this the stinky fart. It's like you farted, make it go away. It's like, oh, sorry. Entschuldigung. Kendall, did you just fart? Yes, I know he did. Ready? Arms up, elbow squeeze. Down, squeeze. Make it bigger. Good. 3, 2, and now we take a standing cat and cow. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. It's just with that pelvis. Let's see it, Kendall. Real sexy. Yes, this might be why dudes don't like going to bar class. I don't know. Us ladies were like, nah, kein Problem. Okay, one hand to the toe, other hand to the toe, reaching across the body, lengthening the elbow. Good. If your back is healthy, take it to the next level with me. Otherwise, keep it where it is. It's one hand up, the other hand up. Hand up, hand up. One arm long, one arm down for 4, 4, 3. Here's 2. And now we find a row just to this side. Elbow pulls back. Still the knee is with the toe. And now let's bring both hands into it. I call it bow and arrow. Oh yeah, Kendall. Show me those muscles. Be a hunter. Last 2. Last 1. And now switch to the other side. Just the row to start. 2. What comes next, Kendall? Yeah. My dad calls this the Usain Bolt. My dad does bar. Kendall loves doing bar class with my dad. Don't you, Kendall? Okay. Side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go to one side and find a lunge position. Curve the spine up into your standing. Make sure the feet are wide enough for comfort and safety. Hands up, booty down. Switch. Reciprocal. When the hands go up, the butt goes down. Back heel is lifted the whole time. For balance, gaze to one point in front of you that doesn't move. Here's 5, 4, here's 3, 2, here's 1, and now come all the way down, tuck your hips, drop, drop. Pulse, 10, 9, 8. Hold at the bottom, hands forward. Whatever knee is in front, the same side arm opens and closes. So it's a closed twist. We go across our body. $10 says Kendall is not doing this correctly right now. Here's 4. Sorry if I was wrong. Here's 2. Here is 1. Hands over the ears. Pull your knee to your chest. 10, 9. Come to the center, wide butt kickers. Heel right to the booty. Hips are slightly forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go to the other side. So separate the feet wider, tuck the tailbone under, lift the arms up, drop the hips. Here you go. We are almost done with our cardio warm-up. I hope you're getting sweaty. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now come all the way down. Pull your rib cage back. Drop, drop. 10, 9. The smaller the pulse, the better. And now hold at the bottom. Both hands forward. Same hand, front leg, open, close. Did you get it? Yeah. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands overhead, knee to chest, knee to chest. 10, 9. Drive the elbows towards the sky. 2, center, butt kicks, this time with a row. Start with hands face down, then hands face up. Open fingers, then a fist. You got it? Go. Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. What do I call this? Cool guy at the wedding. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just her uncle. Where's the shrimp cocktail? Cool guy at the wedding yourself. Back to the back of your mat. Feet and Pilates parallel. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll down. We're going to a plank series. So walk your hands all the way out. Keep the hands to start directly underneath the shoulders. Now check yourself out in a mirror if there's one nearby. Make sure that the booty is in line with the head and the fingers are spread out on the ground. We're going to work our posterior pelvic tilt. So squeezing the butt and the lower belly, you tuck your tail in like a dog with a tail between its legs, and then release. It's not a lifting up of the butt, it's just a repeating of tighter, less tight. Ready? 10, 9. You'll feel your lower abs, your pelvic floor, your glutes, all of your Kegel muscles working hard. 2, 1. Excellent. Open the knees wide. Find a child's pose. Relax your forehead on the mat. Okay, now roll up. Open your hands slightly wide so that it's in a more traditional push-up position, and bring the feet back in space. From here, we're doing a half push-up. So it's just like a mini bend and a lift, elbows 45 degrees. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4. Keep head above shoulders. 2, and 1. Find your down dog position with hands slightly wide. Tuck your tailbone in, and now lift and lower those heels. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, curve your spine forward. Another round of 10 mini push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7. Elbows a little bit bent. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move the feet closer in a little bit. Find your down dog position. This time, lift your right leg up. Squeeze your inner thigh so that the foot is not open to the side. Push up an inch, 10, 9, 8. Okay, lower the right leg down, left leg comes up, belly button to spine, push up an inch, 10, knee is straight. And now set the left foot down, roll the body forward on your knees or on your hands. So on your knees, you would keep the booty squeezed and lower the chest down with your booty in line. On your feet, just regular push-up, 10 of them, let's go. 10, 9, 5, and 1. Child's pose. Toes together, knees apart, head on the ground. I'm sweating. I'm not going to clean the mat either, so Kendall has to work out in my sweat later. Gotcha. Come all the way up to a seat. Okay, nice and smooth. Roll over, heels down, and wind yourself to a standing position. We're going to do some work in the middle of the floor. So bring your feet to your number 11 position. Pull your belly button to your spine. We bring back a movement from earlier. Cross the hands, stand up. Now lift your heels up as the arms open. Hands up, drop, lift, heels and arms, stand, drop, lift, heels and arms, stand, drop, lift. Good. So I think my feet are a little bit close together. There I go, I fixed it. They should be about 2 fists apart. So you could fit 2 fists between those feet, your own fists, not somebody else's fist. I know Kendall is thinking inappropriate thoughts right now, but we are on YouTube, Kendall. We need to keep it clean. This time, hands out to the sides, hold here, lift and lower those heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands come up, step the feet a little bit wider, sit down, stand up, heels lift, lower, down, up, heels release. Hands to the heart, booty in line with the knees. It's a more traditional squat position. Good. Sit down, come up, heels lift. Sit down, come up, heels lift. 2 more like this. 1 more like this. All right. 3 pulses at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Come up. 2 heel lifts here, sorry. And again. 3, 2, 1. Come up. 2 heel lifts. And again. Staying low in that pulse. And up. Good. When you lift the heels up, make sure that the booty doesn't stick out and back. Final 3 like this. Up. 2 more. Rib cage is right above the hips. No further forward. Final. Okay. Let's pulse. Lower. 8, 7, 6, 5. See, back is long. And again, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ooh. Final set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand. Hands come down. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of work with our weights before we come to our chair. So grab your light hand weights. You could even grab a couple of bottles of water. Like really, they don't need to be heavy. Okay, feet underneath the hips, shoulders back and down. We start with simple bicep curls and hands come right forward to the front. So elbows are glued to the body here. Literally, if they're touching the side of your body, even better. The hands are not going on an angle. They're going straight up. 10 seconds. Hands all the way to the shoulders. Unless you're wearing a microphone, don't hit the microphone. Okay, and now pulses. Above and below the belly button, above and below the belly button. No higher. Knees are soft here. 5 seconds. Good. In line with belly button, hands together and wide. Try to get your hands as wide as you can without bringing the elbows off of the belly. Good. And now with the hands wide, lift and lower, full bicep curls, but quite wide. So you'll feel your upper back muscles engaging here. Good. And now a wide pulse, still the same distance, above, below the belly button. Make sure that elbow angle is acute and then obtuse. Kendall's acute. He's a cute guy. Okay, in the middle, circles. 5, 4, circle to the back as well. Opposite direction. 5, 4, good. And now, hands to the front, elbows pull back, and then they raise in line with shoulders. Back, and then in line. Good. So we're trying not to rock forward and backward with our body. When the elbows pull back, the spine stays still. Five. Okay, hold the hands up, open them out to the side, lower them down, lift them up, bring them into center. Out to side, lower down, lift up, and center. The entire time, the hands are facing the sky. Oh, oh, who's tough now? We got a couple more transitions to go here. 5 more seconds here. Okay, hands to the front, simply pull and send, pull and send it. Snowboard jokes. 5 seconds. Forward, open, flip your hands in a big circle, open them up. Final transition here, and open. Big circle with those arms, and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the hands face down and lower. Excellent. Bend your knees, pull your belly button to your spine, tuck your hips. Bring the arms up for a tricep extension, and then lower. Elbows to sky, extend. Good. So we're sitting back enough to where it feels almost like a deadlift. Our knees are almost exactly over our ankles, and our booty is back in space. Good. Elbows pull close together at the top. We have 5. Okay. And now bring those elbows up. Just extend and bend at the top. Oh, yeah. 5 seconds. Keep the elbows as high as you can. Okay, and now here, half it. So it's half as big. Just tiny bend, tiny extend, tiny bend, tiny extend. We have one more transition after this. Head is over the shoulders. Don't let those eyes drop down. Arms long, in, higher, closer, 10, 9, 8, 7. Abs braced. And release. Shoulders back and down. Yes. Set the weights down. Shake it off. Take one hand behind your head. Give yourself a tricep stretch. Arms open. Other hand behind your head. Tricep stretch. Lift the chin. and release. Okay, now we're gonna use our chair. So I'm going to straighten the chair out along with my yoga mat, but I'll show you at the beginning of each pose how my legs are formed, looking. How do my legs look? Thanks. So you'll start heels together, toes apart, but this is how you find your distance. Bring your feet to a line and then just let them naturally open. Cool. Heels stay down. Tuck your tailbone under. Remember at the beginning, our warm-up, when you go down, it's the same straight line of the back, so the booty isn't going out. There's no tension in the lower back. Ready? Let's go. Plie. Plie. Yes. That little bend of the knees is called a plie. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Good. Keep it going. Great. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Kiss those booty cheeks together at the top. Okay, come all the way down. Tuck your hips once, find the pelvic tilt from earlier. Flutter your knees backward, backward. It's not a big motion. It looks like I'm not even moving at all. That's correct. Just engaging the outsides of the glutes and outsides of the thighs. Good. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold the knees wide, drop the hips 1 inch, 1 inch. We don't really want to feel this in our knees. We want the energy to be in the glutes and the quadriceps. Here's 8, 7, 6. All the muscles of the pelvis squeezing so tight. Good. And now just hold. Hold it down. Good. It's the tiniest little squat. Okay. Stand up. Heels lift and lower. 4, 3, 2. Now we put this together. Heels down. Sit down. Stand up as you lift the heels up. Drop heels. Up heels. Plie. Stand. You got it. Here you go. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now lower. Okay, so lift your heels up again. Bring them to touch. So your heels are lifted. You're squeezing the heels together. And we're going to sit down 2 counts. Down, down. Pause here. Is your spine straight? Is your booty sticking out? No, 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 no. Up, up, down, down, up, up. Check that your knees are lined up with your middle toes. Four more this pace. 3 more. Almost there. 2 more. Final 1. Good. And now lower down, tuck your hips, knees open, open. You can get slightly more range here with those heels lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them open. Squeeze your heels tighter. Drop, drop. 8, 7, 6. Final transition. Drop and flutter the knees. Drop and flutter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Open your heels. Drop, wiggle, drop, wiggle, drop, wiggle, drop, wiggle. Release. Yay. Okay, so turn to face one side. You might turn around after this. It's okay. Heels in, toes out, hand to the hip. Squat, stand, plie, yes. Barre calls this a plie. It's a squat. Ballet calls this a plie. It's a squat. This is not a squat, it's a plie. It's all the same. But here the knees are pointed quite far out. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go up, go back down, and pull the abs in. Open the knees wider. Drop, hold, drop, hold. For 8, 7, I'm sweating. 2, and 1. Raise all the way up. Toes face the front. Turn around. Switch directions. Okay, heels in, toes out. Instead of having the heels on the ground, we lift them up, plie, and stand. So it's more important than ever here to keep the tailbone pointed directly to the ground and to keep the rib cage from bulbing out in the front. Is that a word, bulbing? Well, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, full range. And now we lower the booty down, tuck our abs, drop, hold, keep going. Heels are lifted. If your legs are shaken, you're doing it right. If you're starting to hate me, then I'm doing my job right. Here's 3. Here's 2. Final 1. And stand, heels down, toes turned in, step in. Yes, shake it out. Okay, one more thing to do on this chair before we go down to the ground. So step 1 foot backward, 1 foot forward. Hands are light on the chair or the bar. We have our lunge position. We drop down and lift. Same as before. Good. Down and lift. Here is 4, 3, here is 2, here is 1. Now come down, peel your front heel off the ground and put it down, off and down, keeping the hips at the same level. Good. Now peel your heel off, stand and release. You might not go as high. That's okay. Ooh, legs are shaking. Okay, come down to the bottom. Keep that front heel lifted. Pulse. 10. You know you love it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, heel down, step in. Place your hands against the chair or the counter. Arch your back and release. Opposite leg goes back. Pull the abs in. Find a traditional lunge. Bend and stretch. Make sure the knees are not caving in toward each other, but they're moving energetically wider with every lunge. Go to the bottom, hold, squeeze that booty. Front heel lifts and lowers. Rest of the body is still. Okay, front heel stays lifted. Full range lunge-ish, full range-ish, I should say. You probably can't go the full range. That's correct. And next time you come down, what are we doing? Pulsing. Down, down, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel drops, stand up, feet come in, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yes. Good wiggles. Okay, you can move this chair completely away. We are going to come down to the mat. So have your weights nearby. Good. And we'll take a small stretch. Hand could be on the wall nearby or just out in the air. Simple quadricep stretch, knee to knee. We deserve this. And switch. It's hard to hold your foot when it's sweaty, isn't it? Yes, it is. and release. Okay, so come to standing at the front of your mat so the rest is behind you. Feet in Pilates parallel. Arms lift up, and as you exhale, curve your spine. Dive down, make a ring of that spine, and then lengthen your back body muscles. Good. Now bend your knees, come all the way down to the ground, and slide your feet forward. Hands wrap around your thighs. As you exhale, pull your belly button to your spine, lower all the way down, arms overhead. And then exhale again, tuck your chin, grab your legs, and sit up tall. Grab your legs, roll all the way down, arms overhead, hands to the sky, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way up, reach the hands. One more round, hands to those thighs, roll all the way down. Hands to the sky, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way up. And now let's go. Down long, no hands. Sit up just straight and tall, no arch. Down long, good. Sit up just straight and tall. One more time, down long, sit up straight and tall, and now go halfway back. Tuck the tail under, lift your shoulders up, and lift one leg up, lift the other leg up, bring your legs together, just hold. 4, 3, 2, and now separate the feet, set one down at a time, and slowly roll back. Take your hands behind your head. Move the feet slightly closer in, and we have simple crunches. Ribs towards hips, elbows wide. Good. Exhale. Exhale. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, shoulders off the ground. Reach the hands forward. Start to push the hands towards the ground as you engage the core more. So it's exhale. Good. With the back totally flat against the ground and the gaze towards the knees, lift one leg up to a 90-degree angle. Now straighten that leg. Knees are still in line with each other. Bend that knee again, 90 degrees. Set it down. Other leg, knee with knee, simply lift to about 90 degrees. Lengthen the leg, toe toward the sky. Bend the knee, 90 degrees. Set the feet down. Hands behind the head, lower down. Lift one knee towards the same eye so there's no twist. And release, lift, and release. Elbows really quite wide here. Lower back is flat to the ground. Even when your head comes down, lower back stays flat to the ground. Here's 6, 5. Here's 4, 3. Here is 2. Here is 1. And now knees come together. As you exhale, bring both knees in. Elbows close into the knees. Inhale, toes tap. Both knees in. Toes tap. Squeeze and release. 4 more. Keep the belly button toward the spine, even when the toes and head drop down. Okay, hold it here. Now, keeping shoulders off the ground, send the legs out to a 90-degree angle. Extend the arms over the head at a long angle. Lower back presses to the ground. Ooh, here's 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and release. Knees to chest, head is down. Yes. Okay. Send your feet wide. Grab onto those weights and set them on your hips. So feet are wider than mat, heels turned in, toes turned out. Press the lower back against the ground to start. Now exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, roll the spine. Lift, release. Weights on the hips help add a little bit of heat Am I right? Are those buns hot? I could make a comment or two here about Kendall's hot buns, but I'm not going to because this is a public class. Five seconds. And hips lift high. Lift the heels off the ground. Lower the butt halfway, lift. Halfway, lift. Yes, make sure the feet are still wide. Halfway, lift. And when you lower, it's with that wide open, curved lower back. 5 seconds. Okay. Heels drop down. Flutter the knees open. If you'd like extra credit, move the weights onto the insides of the thighs, so you have to push them back in. Flutter, flutter, tuck your tailbone. Final 15. Final 10. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Yes. Okay, we have one more small circuit to go. So set those weights aside, bring the knees to the chest, release lower back, rock your hips from side to side. Tuck your chin, elbows wide, roll like a ball to a seat. And now from here, send your one knee far in front in about a 90-degree angle. Then send your back leg far behind in a much more obtuse angle. So almost straightening the back leg. You can tuck the front foot in more for just balance and stability. Hands over front knee, tailbone tucks. Point back foot like a ballerina. Lift and lower the back leg, trying not to wiggle the core or the chest. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the back leg up, pulse it, higher, higher. It's about the shape of a boomerang or a banana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to straighten your leg without falling to the side. Bend back into the not very bent position. Extend, flex, extend, flex. It's really barely moving at all, and we feel that booty working. Here's 5, 4. You got it, babe. Okay. Now with the leg long, try to pulse, up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, ready. Bend your knee. Slide it forward. Lift your hands up. Engage your inner thigh. Point the inside of your knee to the sky like Marilyn Monroe at JFK's birthday. And then send it back, maybe with no hands on the ground. Here's 5. And 4. We are sitting on the hips and then lifting 1 off the ground. 2. Final 1. Yes. And now take that knee, bring it to your chest. Maybe you can cross it over the leg that's already on the ground, or maybe that leg needs to go forward. Both are fine options. Hold it there, stretch the booty. Good job. Give yourself a little pat on the bum. Such a good job. Okay, let's switch to the other side. I'm gonna circle around. You don't have to, just so you can see me. All right, front leg, something like pigeon pose in yoga. Back leg in a boomerang sort of shape. Sit up real tall and then lean over the front leg. Point, plantar flex, back toes. Lift and lower. The goal here is to isolate the movement through the hip and leg. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's 1. Now we pulse up an inch, up an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up the chest slightly. Extend the leg. Flex the knee. It's a little half bend and straight, kind of like our tricep extensions from earlier. Almost there. We have 5. Oh, don't let that foot touch the ground. I just did. Sorry. And best part is next. With all the grace of a ballerina, send the leg forward, inner thigh faces your face. Hands to the sky so we have a nice turned out inner thigh. And then bend the knee, reach the leg back into the flexed bent position. And here we go. 5, 4, sehr schön. 3, 2, even slower this time, and 1, hold, ta-da! Bend the knee, cross it over your opposite leg, hold the knee close to the chest, and twist. You're twisting toward the side that's burning. You did it. You made it to our cool down. Yes. How does it feel? Do you want to break up with me yet? Okay. Come to the center, wide-legged straddle. Sit up nice and tall on your sits bones. Flex the feet, plantar flex them. Inhale, dorsiflex them. Arms up, exhale, forward fold. So give yourself a little tester here. This does not come from pulling forward with your arms. It comes from strengthening the top of your legs and your belly. So hands should be able to go backward, and just keeping your core and your legs strong, you move forward. After that, once you've gotten as far as you can go, then the hands come forward and you completely relax. It's easy. Now as you exhale, slowly come up, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Bring the feet in toward each other. Butterfly position, lift the chest, press the elbows to the thighs. Again, from the core is where we bend forward here. And now come on up. Close your knees. Give yourself a hug. As you inhale, look toward the sky. And as you exhale, stretch the back. Tuck the tailbone in. Forehead to the knees. And now head comes up. Slide one leg back. However you want to get there, I don't mind. We're coming into a lunge position. Make sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Toenails back and down behind you. If you feel like this is too much pressure on the lower back, then scoot the back knee in just a smidge and stand up a little bit higher so you can keep the glutes engaged. Good. Take the same hand as the back leg. Bring the elbow to the opposite knee. Watch out for your microphone and twist. Now come into the center. Hands frame the foot. As you exhale, lengthen that leg. Pull back just once. Bring the head near the calf, keeping the front foot dorsiflexed. And then bend your knee. Go into downward dog. And however it's easiest for you, bring the opposite leg forward. Good. Ankle over foot and come up nice and tall. Keep the back glute engaged. It'll help stretch the hip. Same arm as back leg lifts. Cross over the leg. Push the elbow energetically into the leg, and you'll feel a satisfying stretch around your rib cage. And now come to center. Hands around the front foot. Flex those toes. Pull back in space. Booty over ankle. Neck is long. And now bend your front knee. However it feels good to you, come to standing. I'm going to go into downward dog. And then walk my feet toward my hands. Nice and slowly, bend the knees, roll up. Shoulders back and down. Let's take a breath and a bow together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give yourself a bow. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that if you are a heteronormative dude who doesn't feel comfortable going to barre class, but truly and secretly loves and values the pulse, I hope that Kendall has helped you feel more empowered to join a barre class with your significant other, with your daughter, with your mother, or maybe all by yourself. As always, subscribe if you liked this class, hit the little bell, and comment below if you want to see Kendall sweat again. Tschüss!